How many folks we got?
4 so far.
All right.
And it's live.
Hey, everybody. Our broadcast is starting here from beautiful, I guess we're technically in Westminster, Colorado, just outside of Boulder. I think we got 4 or 5 people online right now. 4. Just getting started. Coaches are throwing pucks. Refs are getting on the ice for this game between Boulder and the Alaska North Stars. So we'll probably just stay quiet for a bit here as we watch everybody get on the ice, and we'll let some folks get on. I do see some refs, actually, so they're going to put the nets in place. We've got an early afternoon game here on a Thursday. This is an exhibition game in advance of tomorrow's official Boulder Breakout Tournament game. We're going to play this team again tomorrow morning. So it'll be Boulder and Alaska 2 in a row. This one's an exhibition, just taking advantage of the fact that obviously folks traveled a long way. I mean, Justin, you and I have traveled a few thousand miles in the last 6 weeks, but the team from Alaska just did that today or yesterday as they all flew in from Anchorage. The Alaska North Stars are based out of Anchorage. They're doing a lot of that, going through a lot of the same stuff we do in Colorado. They don't have a lot of local teams to play in girls hockey. They've got all kinds of COVID restrictions. So they've made the trip down for the Boulder Breakout Tournament and also a few exhibition games with local teams in order to play as many as they can, which is great. We saw the team look, I don't know, when they were warming up, looked like a pretty full roster. It was a gaggle of 14-year-old girls, so I think they brought everybody. And here we go. Boulder is getting on the ice right now. Looks like Boulder is going to be the guest for the Alaska team today. We're in the Promenade facility, which is well known, just outside of Boulder, maybe 15 minutes between Denver and Boulder. This was the original 3-pad rink. In fact, we're looking through the glass, but there's a rink directly behind us as well. And this was built by Sun Microsystems. It was called the Sun Ice Center. And if you know the story of Sun, it's a Canadian guy, Scott McNeely, who is the CEO and founder. Big hockey guy. In fact, his place up in Netherlands, Colorado, is for sale right now. It's 40 acres, includes a hockey rink. So he's moving out of town, but he was the one who funded and sponsored this facility way back in the mid-90s. So lots of men's league games here. I think I've left some blood on most of these 3 sheets, plus had a couple of beers in the bar that's connected. So a lot of history in the hockey community with this facility. And it looks like we do have yellow for the North Stars. I like those uniforms. They're better than the ones we saw in Minnesota a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago from the NHL, the new North Star Classics with the yellow numbers on the back. It was pretty terrible. We're going to get taking a look on the Alaska side. I see 6, 7, 8. Now I got a full 15 skaters and 1 goalie. Boulder's going to be, I think, 14 today. We'll have 3 lines and 5 on D, which means the D will be mixed up throughout the game. The lines are going to be different up front. We got some line changes here. So same 3 centers, just different wings as they switch it up. Let's see, 1:12 left. Looks like we got a pretty good camera angle here. We'll be able to see. Won't be able to hear if you hear pucks in the background, that's because of the practice that's going on behind us, it looks like, instead of our game. A fun fact, the girls from the North Star side, was talking to some of the parents, they do a lot of practicing in games outside, although their outside facility was converted into a homeless COVID shelter. So they haven't been able to use that facility, and they don't like having all the spectators drinking around the perimeter of the outdoor rink. So they've been going through some trouble trying to find places to play along with the rest of the country. And I guess there are different rules up valley or down valley around the acreage area as well. So they've got conflicting rules. I do like the yellow pants, though. I have to say, if you want to switch it over on their side, if you look at the Alaska team, they've got yellow, pretty matchy-match. They got some names on the back. I'll try to call those out if I can see them. And it looks like we got a couple of seconds left here before the buzzer will sound and the girls will get into position. So exhibition game here the night before the big Boulder Break tournament. We're playing at least, how many games we playing? 4?
At least 4.
4 for sure. A couple of the younger ones, Lean and Emerson, will be double rostered, so they're going to play a couple of 12 and under games as well. So it's going to be a lot of hockey over the next 3-4 days, which is fine with us. It's cold outside. It's cold inside. So looks like the Alaska girls are getting themselves lined up here to the middle of the ice, and here comes Boulder. 14-minute periods. We're going to have refs the whole thing. We're going to treat this just like a regular game, despite it being an exhibition. And as I said earlier, if you're just joining, we'll play these folks again tomorrow. These girls will play at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning Mountain. So not even a full day. We'll see them again, which will be kind of fun. We haven't done a home and home type arrangement like this. As usual, the Boulder team taking their time to line up. It seems like we're always last, and it makes it hard. It looks like Riley's coming out, and that's going to be her new wingers with Kaya and Mia Robinson, Robo we call her. And it looks like we got Izzy and I think that is Yana on the back line. So we'll have different lineups today as we kick this thing off. First period. Here goes the puck drop. Riley's going to take it. Whoa, it's flipped way up and right into the bench. And I don't think I have ever seen that in my life. And I don't think I get to count that. That's not a one face-off because nobody got possession. Have you ever seen that before? That is a first time in 30 years. It went right at the coach. Ha! Wow. That's why you like hockey. There's always something of a surprise. And look at that. Face-off's won by Boulder, picked up by Kaya for 11. She crosses the line, and she's immediately picked up by Alaska. But then now Riley's got it. Slammed back in by Izzy behind the net. Kaya in there under the stick, trying to fight through it. Puck squirts behind her. Now Alaska plays it around forward. Alaska slaps it forward, but kept right back in by Riley, who is helping the wing. Now Kaya's in the deep corner. She's trying to keep it along the boards, and it comes out to Riley, who's in the slot alone. Shot and a block. Nice play by the D there to block that shot on Riley. Now it comes around. Alaska trying to get out of the zone. Pinched in by Izzy at the line, and now she goes for a change. Boulder's changing everybody as puck's gathered up by the Alaska side. Here comes Hayden, who's now on the ice with Yana. And out front, looks like now it's Daisy's picked up the puck. She skates across the line, dumps it in deep. She's going to go out there with Maya, and Aisha's the center. So a new line with Aisha, Daisy, and Maya. Here comes head of steam Alaska, but neatly played away by captain number 8, who's joined. Puck's dumped over the blue line, now back out to center. Alaska gathering it up. Looks like Mia and Hayden are out there on D. As they come into the zone, drop pass, nicely played. Number 42, Aisha, is trying to jam at it. Aisha gloves away at it, and Alaska still has it. Centering pass picked up by Daisy. Nice coverage by Boulder. Daisy streaks through the neutral zone, cuts across middle. Her wingers are changing. I should say the rest of her line's changing. I see Lena is now out there. So she'll be joining with Sydney as her center and Emerson. So Lena and Emerson, a new pair of wingers with Sydney in the middle. It's down low, goes behind the net. There's Sydney. She tosses it forward. Lena's there on the right wing to pick it up. She bangs out and she's banged into the boards. Just tossed by Carlson. And now it goes back in the far corner. Hayden dumps it along the boards right to the point, kept in, and chuck a puck. They chucked her all the way around behind the net, far side. Picked up by Yana, who's going to gather and retreat behind her own net. She turns. Now she throws it forward. Not out. Kept in at the line and shot just wide by number 19. Tori now trying to get it out of the zone, unable to make it happen, and she's checked. Pinched back behind the net. Now Yana's got to change his directions. It's lost in her feet. Yana gathers it again, throws it forward. This time, Lena's able to gather. A nice cross pass over to Emerson, who's streaking through the neutral zone. Picked off by Alaska. Alaska player still has it. Throws it to the middle. Izzy's there to pick it off. So 10:58 in the air, and here comes Izzy. She throws it to the winger. Robo picks it up. Nice centering pass. Nice out by the team there. Izzy and Hayden are at the D right now. It's in the neutral zone. Emerson fighting for it under the stick, but picked up by number 15 for Alaska. She comes across. Hayden, nicely done. Picks her pocket and then off the boards, chips it out of the zone to safety. Kai is now on the ice as well to join. And here comes Izzy playing D, but rushing it up the left side. Cheap pass to the middle, but picked off by Alaska. Pinch by Hayden, who keeps it at the blue line. Off a knee into the air. It buckles through. And now there's an opportunity here. But Izzy's back to cut it off as the player looked tired and wasn't able to drive to the net. Izzy again has it to the line. Still on side. Back to Izzy. She picks it up. She's going to streak down the right-hand side. She's squeezed off by number 91 for Alaska. Alaska behind their net. Nicely played by Maya, who intercepted that pass. Comes to Alaska again. She's through the neutral zone. Maya picks it at the blue line, chips it up and out. They bang away at it right at the line, and now number 8, Mia's got it. She's out there with Tori right now. Mia goes behind her own net. As she comes to the far side, they continue to squirt away at it. Kept in at the line. And here comes Mia, the captain. She throws it around the side for Daisy. Daisy's there, but she's checked, but nicely picked up by Mia, who takes that rebound, throws it down the ice. Mia leading the forecheck. And she picks off this with the puck, dangerously played there by Alaska to the middle and hit the stick of Mia, but just went wide. Otherwise, she was wide open in the slot. Bounces around. Lena was covering on D and kept in by Tori. Now dumped back in by Aisha, who's going to go deep. It looks like it's now Lena and Daisy with Aisha. It comes to the net, pushed away by the goaltender, and here comes Alaska. Alaska at the blue line, thrown to center ice. Izzy's there to gather it. Izzy and Yana are now out there together on D. Izzy's pockets picked. Whoa! Center pass comes across the line, and Daisy took one for the team as she was hammered by the Alaska player. Yana being heavily checked on the forecheck, 3-on-1, but now Aisha's back to help, and there's a penalty called, an elbow. And that official actually reffed my lunch league game earlier this week. He's does a lot of games. It looks like number 20 for Alaska is going to be in the box. So first power play for the Rough Riders here. Faceoff should come out of the zone. It looks like Sydney's line of Lena and Emerson are going to be out there. Yana and Izzy are still on D. And the faceoff will be, whoa, and it looks like Sydney just got dumped, but Lena picked it up and streaks all the way down with it. Lena comes up with the puck. She's checked heavily down there. It's 2-on-1. Sid's now back to help. Sydney's coming out with the puck. Number 42 for Alaska, though, there to scoop it. Kept in by Emerson. Smartly, nice little back pass. Oh, and that's another penalty as Sydney is drawn down. It's going to be a 5-on-3 here as the whistle blows. And wow, that was a nice, nifty little back pass by Emerson at the line to keep it in and hand it to Sydney, and draws the penalty. And we'll change the lines up here. It looks like I saw, is that Riley coming out? Riley with Kaya and Robo. And Mia and Hayden are on the back. Face off. Riley's going to take it. And they win it. To the point. Thrown on net, blocked. Nice little attempt by Hayden there from the point to throw that on net. And that had a little steam on it. Now it comes around behind the net. They jam in the corner, comes to the point. Hayden dumps it back in, off the stick of Riley. Alaska tries to play it, but fans on it. Turns in the corner. Nicely done by Riley, and I think that's Kaya who had made that play. Nicely played. It goes to the side. Mia's got a line on it. She throws it on net just wide. Nice shot attempt there by Boulder. Still back in that far corner. Comes up. Kaya's got it. She sends it to the middle, but intercepted by the Alaska player off of Mia's hip. Robo sends it deep. Now it's behind the net. In the corner, Kaya's got it again. Kaya throws it to the middle. Intercepted by Alaska, who now tries to make the play around Mia, and she does manage to get it over the blue line. is there to gather it up, and the forwards are changing. And I see that now it's going to be Aisha, Daisy, and Maya coming out. Hayden's taking the space and going up the right-hand side, all the way in for a shot. Easily played away by the goaltender, but nice play by Hayden. Get that on net. Comes to the point. Izzy throws it right on net, and gathered up again by the goaltender. So 6:29 left. It's a 5-on-3 opportunity here, as Boulder should. They have 10 seconds left in one penalty and 36 seconds in the other. So they've got an opportunity here with Aisha taking the face-off. Aisha wins the face-off. Comes to the point. Izzy has it, throws it on net for another shot. Deflected away by the goaltender. It's against the side. Maya's banging away at it. Izzy takes it, leaves it for Tori, who throws it on net, and it's gathered by the goalie's glove. First penalty is over. So we've got quite a few shots. I'm counting shots of 5-0 for Boulder at this point. 18 seconds left in the second penalty now. Aisha will take another face-off. Yeah, I think the scorekeeper's having trouble. I think the scorekeeper is Robert from our team, so we'll have to give him a hard time. Won by Aisha. Boulder has the pockets. They're checked against the boards now. It looks like Daisy's jamming away at it, and here comes Aisha away with it. Right? Checked by the player. Whoa, fired on net by Izzy again, and that was gloved away by the goaltender, but that had some heat on it. Now Maya's alone down there. She's 2-on-1, getting squeezed into the boards. Pops up to Izzy. Izzy throws it towards the net, but wide. Izzy getting lots of attempts on net at this point. Comes to Tori, throws it on net, and it's a tip attempt by Aisha, but she's unable to get a stick on it. Now the puck's in the far side, comes behind the net. Number 9 for Alaska grabs it, throws it back to far side. Izzy pinches, tries to keep it in, and tips it off the skate. Lena's now out there. She's behind the net. Or off, throws it forward. Oh, and both Aisha and Daisy had swings at that one. And that was point blank opportunity. And now again, another shot by Daisy. But holy moly, two players from Boulder had an opportunity from that centering pass from behind the net by Lena, and that was close. Holy moly. But Daisy had a shot right at the end there as well. Now the faceoff's coming in. This will be Sydney taking it. 5:08 left in the first period, 0-0. Comes out, won cleanly by Sydney. Pass from Tori to captain. Comes back to the point. Oh, it's not Tori. It's Yana. I'm sorry. Same ponytail color, you guys. It makes it tough on me. Now they streak down. Lena's sprawling, and there's a first shot of the game by Alaska and a second shot side to side, and Evie's there for both. She had to be sharp on that as the play had moved on. I'm trying to make some changes here. Well, 2 shots by just like that by the North Stars, and we'll have another face-off just to the left of Evie and the Boulder goalie. Face-off is won by Sydney. Now comes around the side. Emerson's get there, but the Alaska player plays it behind the net. Now comes low. Lena's there to gather it. She stumbles against the boards, but gets it over the line, comes back in. That's not offside, as everyone had cleared. Sydney now taking it through the neutral zone. Relayed back here. Yana with a burst of speed across the red line and dumps it in. Look, Alaska looking for the centering pass. They do get it there. Yana right on top of it. Alaska throws it towards the net. Evie flicks it away into the corner. I think that was going to be wide, but played safely away, and now it sits in the corner. Here comes Riley. She's got a head of steam. She's gonna throw it forward, but she threw it too hard, and it's going to be icing. So 4:03 left in the first period. Still 0-0. Shots are 7-2 for Boulder by my count now. And I think Riley's line's going to stay out there. She'll take this face off. Kaya is out there with Robo. On D, I see Izzy, and probably, I think can't see who the other D is yet. Hayden. Izzy and Hayden are out there. That face-off was won by Alaska. And it's in the corner. Izzy uses her body to shelter the puck, and she's still got it. Pokes it away to the corner. Now Robo tries to peel it off the boards. She's checked away. 3 Alaska players there. Alaska dipsy doodle, but it misses the stick of the defender, and oh boy, Riley was looking for that. And then nicely picked off by Kaya, who made a nice play. But Alaska still comes up with it. Flickers to the middle. Puck's bouncing. Now, nice pass by Kaya over to Riley. She's got some open ice, and she finds Maya. Beautiful pass and a score! What a beautiful shot and beautiful passing play by that forward line. Bam, 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 all three of them. And Maya finishes up on what was just a fantastic looking passing play as it was beautiful. That was the tape to tape. Riley managed to get it across after Kaya did the battling in the middle of the ice to get it forward. And so 7 from 65 and 11. And we've got ourselves our first goal of the game as it 1-0. Maya with a beautiful shot. Yeah, she is a bit of a snipe. She has excellent hockey IQ. We've seen it over and over again in practice with her. She must have spent some time around the rink because it's very natural for her. And we have an offside call. And let's see who's out there. Looks like we got Aisha's lines out there with Daisy and Maya. And Tori and Yana are out there right now. Face-off is won by Boulder, but now picked up by Alaska. Comes to the blue line. Daisy stops it cold at the line. Now chipped around Daisy and deep by Alaska. Tori to gather it up. Tori has it, changes directions. Beautiful play to the side. Daisy has it, looks for that cross-ice pass. No one home, but safely to the neutral zone. Alaska now, D to D. Nicely played. Number 19 for Alaska takes it, picked off by Daisy, who dumps it. And Boulder going for a line change. Coming onto the ice is number 8, Mia, with Hayden on D. And it looks like Lena's going to be out there with Sydney and Emerson. As it comes D to D, Hayden has it. Eyes up, looking for Emerson, just too far. Picked off by Alaska. At the line, kept in. Lena's got a bit of a break. Oh, and Lena is tripped from behind, and the arm goes up. And Boulder still has possession as Evie heads to the bench, but Alaska touches it for the whistle. And that'll be and Evie was trying to get into the bench, and it just about fell in there. So Boulder will get its third power play opportunity as Lena was tripped from behind. And Lena had an open line to the net there, so that might have been a smart play by the defender. Sydney's going to take this face-off in the offensive zone. I think Mia and Hayden are going to stay out there. Face-off, won by Boulder. Hayden's got it. Comes to Mia, D to D, back to Hayden. They're setting up the power play. Hayden takes a shot, and I thought that went off the post and in. It's still loose. It's sitting there, and it's a goal. It's a goal by either Emerson or Lena. I'm not sure who put that in, but they jammed away, and what a great shot by Hayden. Did anyone see who put that in? Could you tell? It was a mess down there. It was either Emerson or Lena. I think they all scored on that at the same time. We couldn't tell, but it was all set up from a well-played, a nice face-off win, some D-to-D passing, a beautiful shot by Hayden, and then just scramble. And that's going to count as a power play goal as Boulder takes a 1-0 lead. And they made them pay for that trip. And congratulations to the team. 1-0 with 1:57 left. I'm sorry, 2-0. My bad. I forgot about the earlier. Here comes Sid, comes in for a shot that's blocked. Now it's in the corner, hard for all of us to see. Alaska trying to get it out. Lena keeps it in. Lena takes a shoulder to the head, but it's now squirts over the blue line. But here comes Alaska. It's a bit of a break. Squirts out, and she's now making a drive down the left side. Turns up at the hash marks. Turns again. Beautiful looking pass by the Alaska player. Looking for some help at the D. They go D to D. Can't handle it. Lena's there to get a stick on it. Lena gathers it. Lena's pushed from behind. And another penalty. Lena dumped from behind. And my goodness, that's the third penalty drawn by Lena just in the last 4 minutes. So that I'm not sure that was a penalty as the player. I mean, it did push from behind. I'm not sure what you'd call that, pushing from behind. But nevertheless, the refs are calling it tight. Looks like Riley's going to be out there with Kaya and Robo, with Izzy and Tori on D. So there'll be another power play opportunity here for Boulder. Face-off is controlled by immediately by Alaska, but now picked up by Riley, who drives right through the middle. She's stopped. Nice play by defender number 9, gathered in by Robo, who sends it across. Nice bounce pass off the boards to Tori. Izzy fires it on net, and there's a rebound, and they jam. And this time, Alaska's learned their lesson. They're not going to let the Boulder players stand there and jam at it, and they quickly push everyone out of the way. With 56 seconds left here in the first period, 1:41 left in this power play. Face off again. Riley's taking it in the offensive zone. She takes it, scoops it, but ends up in the control of Alaska, who's content to dump it down. And I think they're going to, I'm not sure they're calling, no, they're not calling the icings in this exhibition game. Oh, and that's a play as Izzy was dumped, comes to the slot, fire. Oh, and there's that cat-like glove of Evie to gather up that shot, as that was in the slot point blank after Izzy fell down behind the net as she tried to curl with it. So we'll have another face-off here. There's a long shift for this line. 38 seconds left. Riley's taking the face-off, and it's won by Boulder into the corner. Now it's gathered up by Riley, who's going to carry it herself as she exits the zone, plays it hard against the boards to herself. Nice play by the defender to pick it off. Riley again. Another strong check by Alaska. Here come the North Stars right through the middle. Number 43 onside comes along. She's 1-on-5 as there was a change going on for Alaska. The D are changing out, but she's doing a nice job of killing this penalty. Comes to the point, and they fire at it, and Evie's there with 6 seconds left in the period. That was a pretty nice looking wrist shot from far away. 6 seconds here. We'll do one more face-off as Boulder's changing. That line was out there a long time, so I suspect they were just completely gassed. Aisha, Daisy, and Maya are out now. Aisha's going to take this face-off. And here we go. 6 seconds left. Puck goes back. Boulder wins it. And it's going to be picked up by Izzy with just 2 seconds left in the period. She throws it forward to Daisy, and that's the buzzer. So, first period over. 2-0 Boulder. Strong looking passing by the Boulder team. That's as good as we've seen them. And shots 10-4. You want to turn the camera? We'll just give everyone a look what we're looking like here. How far can you turn that? You can see where we're at. We're in this facility, rink right behind us, and actually there's another rink on the other side. There's 3 of them, so there's some sort of a practice happening there. The Highland Hills Jaguars, which didn't Evie play for the Jaguars one time? Yeah, right. So on our side, hold this up. We've had quite a few shots. There's the 10 shots, and not too many blocks. On the other side, just 4. And a couple of misses. So Boulder definitely had the control. Obviously, having 4 power play opportunities helps, as the Alaska players had stick-in feet a couple of times. One push from behind, an elbowing call behind the net. So good for Boulder to control the play, draw those penalties, and capitalize on the power play. So we're going to start on the power play. 45 seconds left here in the power play for Boulder. Looks like Mia's going to be out there with Yana to start on D. And Aisha's line is going to stay out to lead this power play. So here we go at the second period action from the Promenade in Westminster, Colorado. Faceoff is won by North Stars. They go D to D. In the feet, but calmly pass back to the D. But here's the forecheck on. Mia's there to try to disturb it. But, ahead of speed by this number 91. She's flying. Yana manages to get a big knee on that and stop the play, drives it to the corner. Nicely played by Aisha to get under the stick of the Alaska player to take that puck away. Mia throws it forward to Daisy, who is there, but the defenseman throws it back behind the net. Gathered by Yana. Yana looking for some help. She throws it forward. Maya's there and gets it over the line. Alaska in their own zone, D to D, right in front of the Boulder bench. Aisha is there to stop that rush. Hits the ref. Could be in the ref's pocket because it's disappeared. Oh, it went into the bench. So we'll have another face-off, and Boulder's going to change. That did it for the power play. Not much of a power play there. Let's see Sydney's lines coming out. Lean and Emerson. And Izzy is out there with Hayden. And Sydney takes a face-off. It's won by Alaska. Alaska plays it. D to D. Looking for an out. Nicely done, but beyond the winger, Hayden gathers it at the blue line, chips it forward. Lean in now. bounces it off, and Lena's dumped. And Lena's drawing another penalty. They got another call. Not sure why he blew the whistle, but Lena was body checked. I'm sure you couldn't see it in the camera angle. It was right below us. She's squirting along the boards, and it's her third or fourth penalty draw today. I guess, yeah, I'm not sure. I think there was a premature whistle, but it was clearly a body check. I think maybe some of these Alaska girls play with boys and they hit a little bit, because we've seen a lot more sort of body checking than we've seen in a while. And I guess they're calling it a little tight today.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're used to hitting the boys, and this ref is actually pretty accomplished. He knows what he's doing, and I think he refs some college. All right, well, we're hearing that this team plays against the 16-year-olds a lot, so they're used to the contact. And here comes Sydney, who's got it. She shovels it to the middle, looking for Emerson. Puck sits there. Lena's trying to get to it, but nicely played by number 19. Izzy strongly down the boards, just barrels through it and gathers the puck, and she corrals it, looking to set up the power play. Comes to Sid, who's moved to D to cover for Izzy, and takes that shot. Played to the side by the goaltender. Now it comes back to the point. Sydney's on this point now. Sydney's everywhere on this shift. Gathered by Alaska right to the middle, but Izzy's there to hit the player from behind and stop that play. Alaska looking for a call, and here comes Izzy. She takes it wide. She's going to go around behind the net. Minute 13 left. Oh, now Izzy's dumped behind the net. They're not going to call that. Izzy's looking for a call, but I think the calls are over at this point. Now Alaska throws it out, and there's a foot race. Tori trying to get there first. Nice play by Tori to keep it to the outside, and there's Mia. Well done by the winger. Mia Robinson came all the way back to intercept that centering pass. Now back the other way. Sydney takes it through the neutral zone. Held up at the line, dumps it deep, goes for a change. Now here comes Riley, and so Riley's out there with her line. Riley plays it to Tori to the point. Yana's got it. Head up, shot. Nice shot, and turned away by the goaltender. Now it comes back to Yana again. She throws it deep to Kaya, who's setting up behind the net. Robo's there. They kind of poke away at it. Oh, Riley throws it towards the net, but not enough on it. Riley has it again, looking for help. Throws it to the point. Beautiful tape to tape. Tori fires it. Blocked. Still back there. They jam away at it. Now it's behind the net. Gathered up by Kaya. Nifty little area pass, but here comes number 43 for Alaska, one of the tougher numbers in hockey, and she's going end to end. Drive outside, but nice job by Boulder to outskate her and be there to keep her to the outside. And now it looks like there's going to be a penalty. Is that a hook signal? It's kind of an odd looking. It's a hooking and a roughing at one. No, it looks like it's a hooking call on Boulder, but that'll be their first penalty game, and it looks like it's on Maya, number 7, who I did not see that. And yeah, our eyes must have been looking elsewhere, as that was a hooking call on Maya. Didn't see what happened there. Aisha's going to take this face off. She's out there with Daisy killing the penalty. I think I see on D. Oh, won by Alaska. They throw it on net. Oh, what a save by Evie. They put it back in front, and oh, another good save by Evie. And it's chipped up and out by Daisy, and that was dangerous as a point-blank shot. And holy cow, that was a close one. Mia and Jan are on D there. Nice shot by 2 shots on that sequence there. Here's another face-off. Won again by Alaska. Thrown on net, and oh, another nice save by Evie, as that was another through a screen. So Alaska managing to get through and get those shots on. Alaska now D to D at the neutral zone, just behind the player, and here comes Aisha. She's going to gather this up and take it in. Poked away by Alaska. Aisha 1-on-3. She's going to get some space as the defender fell down. Aisha's still on it, but Alaska playing her heavily with 1:20 left in this power play for Alaska. Thrown to the middle, and they try to enter the zone onside, and they do. Poked away by Daisy, who throws it out of the zone, and Aisha's got it at the red line. She's going to keep it and dances across the blue line, drives it deep as the rest of her team goes for a change. The D have changed. You see that Izzy's out there now with Hayden. Dumped across the line by Boulder. Comes all the way back to Izzy. Currently being killed by, looks like Sydney, who's out there, and she gathers the puck. Sydney comes across the line. pushes her way through, throws it on net, blocked. An attempt on net by Sydney there. Here comes Alaska with 30 seconds left in the power play. Izzy challenges the winger, and Izzy gathers it. Now she goes for a little skate behind her net, throws it hard to the boards. Can't see who the player for Boulder there is, but there's 2 or 3 of them now jamming away at it. Alaska pops up with it, throws it to the middle off of a skate for Izzy. Evie had to be sharp. Izzy's able to stick with the puck. They kind of pinned with it. Now kept back in by Sydney. Thrown towards the blue line by Izzy, but blocked nicely there by Boulder as that shot was on net. But both 2 Boulder players were there to block it. Now it comes to the slot. Maya's out of the box. She streaks towards the goaltender or to the defender. And here comes Izzy, and she's going to go with it. Oh, poked away nicely by number 17 Carlson for Alaska. Really strong play as Izzy was getting ahead of steam. They're right below us. It's Maya and Izzy against the boards with help from Hayden, who jams it forward. Here comes Izzy. She throws it over to Lena, who's hopped on the ice as Boulder's making line changes. Leah's dumped in the corner. Here comes Alaska driving through the neutral zone. Oh, nicely poked away by Hayden, who stopped that rush cold. Riley's out there now with a combination line with Lena, and I think that's Emerson out there. So lines are a bit mixed up because of the penalty. The play is right at the blue line below us now. Now it goes all the way into the Alaska zone, and Alaska tries to gather it up. Yana's guarding the line with Tori now. Alaska tries to play it along the boards, kept in there by Emerson, who jams. She's helped now by Lena, who pops up with the puck. She takes a look. She's got some space. She keeps it, throws it on. Oh, she hits Riley right in the butt. Puck is sitting there. Now comes to the corner. Lena under the stick of number 19 comes to the point. Tori keeps it in. Tip away. But oh, beautiful play as Tori threw that on the net. Emerson went for the tip. Now it's gathered up by Alaska with speed, but they lose it, and Yana content to just stop that rush in the neutral zone, play it forward. Alaska looking for space through the neutral zone, tipped by Emerson. This will be offside, but it's waved off, but was offside. Tori behind her own net gathers it, has space, throws it to the middle and out. Daisy's hopped onto the ice as Boulder's making more changes. Thrown out by Tori again and thrown right back in by Alaska. Alaska tries to dingle-dangle around players, and now it comes across. Alaska's got a chance, throws it on net. Stick save by Evie, now behind the net. They still bang away at it. Comes to the point. D for Alaska. It's in the slot. She's going to fire it on, and Evie makes another strong save. Pushes it to the side. Riley throws it up off the glass, but not out. Maya there to challenge at the point. Goes behind the net. Yana throws it along the side. Maya again is there. And now comes the middle, and Daisy's got a head of steam, and she's going to make a for the net. She cuts up, pulls up, waits for help, sees Maya, unable to get there. She's thrown. Oh, and she was dumped, and there's going to be another penalty on Alaska as Daisy was just dumped against the boards as she pulled up at the hash marks and tried to make that centering play. So a lot of aggressive play by these Northern girls. Apparently they know how to push people around, but the ref is calling it quite tight. So it'll have another power play here. This will be, I'm not sure if I've marked that correctly, the 7th penalty. And Aisha is going to take this face off with 6:19 left, 2-0. And Aisha's line is going to take this power play. So Aisha, Daisy, and Maya. And it's Hayden and Mia on the back line. Aisha takes the face off, won by Alaska. Goes behind the net all the way around, but kept in at the line. Whoa, and Hayden took a shot to the head as that player skated past her. Hayden takes it, throws it on net, deflected away by the goaltender. Comes back to the point. Mia throws it on net, and that is blocked by the leg of one of the defenders. Comes back to Mia. She throws it against the boards around past Maya's stick. Aisha's behind the net, and she's trying to gather it in. Aisha looks for the point, finds Hayden, but pressured by the Alaska player, dumps it forward. Pops it out to the Alaska player. Hayden shovels it towards Aisha, who now circles and falls, but manages to keep it in the zone. Hayden now blocks it in. A bit discombobulated as Boulder unable to get a pass as the puck bounces through the neutral zone, and Captain Mia gathers it. Here to the near side, Maya has it. It's deflected. Aisha gathers it after it goes off the defender's leg. Aisha there in front of the ref with Mia. And now it squirts over the blue line all the way down into the Boulder zone. There's 50 seconds left in the power play, and it comes out to Robo, who can't keep a stick on it. Now it's driven back in by Alaska, goes all the way behind the net. Now I see Kaya's out there with Riley and Robo. And Kaya making a valiant attempt to try to get over the blue line, but she's stopped by 3 Alaska players. Mia throws it far side, and actually Sydney's out now as the lines are a bit changed up here. Sydney's centering this right now. She tries to get it deep. It's picked up by Alaska with 20 seconds left in the power play. Kaya there to try to forecheck, and she does. She stops the puck. It squirts to the dot, gathered by the Alaska player, number 43. She tries to chip it off the boards to herself, but Mia smartly played. Is there another call? There's another call here against Alaska, and the arm is up, and he's not blowing it. So I'm not sure if this is. He's got an arm up, but he's not blowing the whistle, and everybody's touched it. So I have no idea what the call is here. Well, I guess we'll find out what the call is, because it was clearly a Boulder player had fallen. And then number 43 is going into the box. So that is the 8th call, and obviously the refs are calling something tighter than usual here. And now we've had a change of goaltenders here in Alaska. They've put in a different goalie. Looks like Riley's out there with Lena and Emerson now, and Izzy's out there with Tori on this power play. And here is Izzy. She's got it, and she throws it on net wide. And now it's kept in at the point, goes behind the net. Lena's got it. She tries to center it. It's off a stick. Goes behind the net. Emerson's now under the 6. She gets it to Riley. Lena's in front. Look at Riley plays it off to the corner and pinches off by Tori. And now there's another set of penalty. I think he's calling for a roughing penalty on, maybe it's both of them. He seemed to make an indication it was both. Yeah, and both doors are open. I don't know. He's calling everything now, so we're not sure what's going on here. So Emerson's got a penalty, and I guess it's another technically power play on both. With 9 penalties and 2 penalties so far. Aisha's going to take this face off.
That's bullshit. Come on.
Aisha takes that penalty. It's won by Alaska, who loop behind their own net. And it comes to center. Pushed away. Maya dumps it deep, and now Alaska's there to gather it. Aisha's still there with Maya and Daisy. It's 5-on-4 still for Boulder. Those previous penalties just canceled each other out, and they're playing 5-on-4 hockey because of that earlier penalty. It still has a minute left in it. Maya has it on the side, sends it to the middle. Off of Aisha's stick, she goes in the far corner. Alaska's there first. Good play. Comes to the point. Dory throws it off with a foot, goes back to the corner. Now it goes to the middle, but picked off by Alaska, who skated out into the zone. Sends it across, but Maya's there to pick it up, and she looks for help. She throws it forward. Izzy manages to gather along the boards directly underneath us, but squirts forward on her. Kept in at the line by Daisy, so no offside. It's behind the net. Alaska now has it. Alaska coming out with 27 seconds left in this penalty. Here comes Alaska, 4-on-5. Challenge at the blue line by Izzy, who stops her cold, and the Alaska player falls at the blue line. Yana has it behind the net. Yana deflects the forecheck, and here comes Sydney, who's managed to pick up the puck, and she skates out with it. Here comes Sydney with a head of speed. Sydney takes it all the way down the left-hand side. Now she's behind the net. Sydney's still with it. Now she's checked off the puck by the Alaska players. Kaya's in there with Sydney. Robo's coming across to help. It's still behind the net, and now Alaska has it in the corner. Comes to Izzy at the point. She throws it high right over the net. Missed, but not by much, as that puck was about 6 inches above the bar. Alaska picks it up in the neutral zone. Checked away by nice play by Kaya. Alaska dumps it at the point, but Yana threw it out, but number 43 comes charging in. 43 and Izzy collide, but Izzy comes up with the puck. And Izzy's going to keep it. She's, oh, nicely played by Alaska, who comes across and checks it. Izzy trying to make a play on it, but kept away by Alaska in the center zone. Now, nice pass by Sydney to try to find Izzy, who is still collecting herself after sliding into the zone, and now she's going for a change. Puck comes to Robo, and she's 1-on-3 as everybody's changing around here. And here comes Riley. And Alaska coming across the blue line, or onside. And on net, and a nice save by Evie. As 1 minute left here in the second period, still 2-0. Couple of everyone's out of the box finally, so we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Looks like I see Lena's out there now, and Emerson. That wing pair is staying together here, number 90. But it'll be Riley taking his face off. So we're getting back on lines here. Pick one by Riley. Boulder throws it forward, but intercepted. And now thrown on net, but Mia blocks it away. Now it comes to the center zone. And I'm trying to fight with my iPad as I do statistics in the background here, you guys. Now it comes behind that, 30 seconds left. Emerson's in on the forecheck. It comes to the far wing. She throws it to the middle, picked away by Mia. And here comes number 18 for Alaska. But defended well, and now Lena jams away at it. Comes back behind the net, 19 seconds left. Hayden's there to try to gather it up. Alaska players cross, goes behind the net. Mia's there, 12 seconds left. Alaska has possession. Mia pushes hard on it to try to play the puck. Now Riley's there behind the net, comes to Mia. She's got it, 4 seconds left. Mia shovels it, comes to Lena, and she'll take it out to safety here as the buzzer sounds. So with two periods done, shots are 15-10 for Boulder. A lot of exterior shots, mostly coming from the points. The couple of shots that were south of the circles were goals. Everything else is up high, and good job by Alaska to keep those pucks up and not entering the slot. I'm going to take a quick break so I can not lose my voice here. I need a color commentary.
You always expect the local refs to be a little off, but that's way
Yeah, we've got.
even close.
Yeah, we've had more calls than I've ever seen in one of our games here. 9-2. Yeah, there's a little. I mean, we're used to down here. I think that kind of contact. Yeah. So I think that does show when you play, depending on the leagues you play in, you get used to a certain type of contact, and definitely things get called a little different place to place. But this was 9-2 in penalties, and 15 shots for Boulder, 10 for Alaska. It looks like we're going to start here with Aisha's line's going to be starting it up. So Aisha with Daisy and Maya. And Jan is out there with Mia. If I can find that lineup here. And we'll start the third period. 14 minutes left here. Face-off controlled by Alaska. And get it across the line. Daisy in there to try to keep the puck away, but it comes out to the point and thrown on net. And now it'll be a nice save by Evie as that puck somehow fluttered its way on net. Pad save. Maya tries to pick up that puck. It bounced a little funny off the board. Shows it towards the blue line and out, but thrown right back in by the defender who made a nice play to prevent a break. Yana gathers it in. She stops behind her net. She's squeezed in by two players, but somehow pops up with it and sends it around to Daisy, who's on the right wing here. Isha in to help. Back to Yana, throws it forward. That's going to go right to the slot, but Maya's there to try to keep it away from the defender who is charging in. Now Mia pushes off with her shoulder. Maya gathers it up, and she's going to try to throw it forward, and she does. It's a foot race, and Daisy's going to win it. Daisy's there first. She's got people in front wide open. Daisy pulls up behind the net. Oh my goodness, there's lots of wide open people, but Daisy didn't spot it. Daisy still has the puck, and now she's checked away, kept in at the line by Hayden, who's there. And now I think it comes out, and that should be outside. And whistle is blown as they'll take a change. 12:47 left, 2-0 here in the third period. Riley is coming out with Kaya, and Robo. And it looks like it's going to be Izzy and Hayden on D. Here's the face-off. Riley's going to take it. Going forward, but possession goes to Alaska, who goes D to D on the side right underneath us. Izzy's there to try to pick it off. They battle away at it now. Goes all the way behind the net. Hayden's there to stop it, but goes under her stick. Robo comes in to help deep in the corner. They bang away at it, but Alaska pops out with it. She's going to come to the front and scores. Nice drive by Alaska to pick up that puck in the corner and drive to the net and score with just pure effort. Won the battle and skated in the middle and made a nice shot. So 2-1. We got ourselves a 1-goal hockey game here with 12 and a half left in the third. Looks like Boulder's going to make a change. Coach Steve is saying something to the girls. And actually, it looks like we're going to keep the same girls out there after that 34-second shift at the beginning of the period here. Riley's going to take this face off now. And the refs are talking with the Alaska coaches for some reason. I think maybe he's just trying to get a line on who scored the goal. I think that was unassisted. She came up with it on her own. Puck comes to Boulder. Riley has it against the far side. Robo's going to try to chip it in and does. She goes behind the net. She's going to drive the forecheck. Picked up by Alaska. Kaya forces her to the outside, but Alaska strong play to get it out and to the middle. And here comes number 49 with a head of steam. Goes right around the defender. Throws it towards the middle, up high, no one there. Now thrown back to the middle by Kaya, but intercepted. Alaska keeps it in. Now it's out. Riley's able to get it up and over the line. Riley goes for a change, and now there's a break for Kaya. Oh, and she just missed it. Now Izzy has it. She comes in from the line. Now she's behind the net. Izzy circling in the slot, throws it on net for a shot. Another shot. So nice saves by the Alaska goaltender. Is not sure. It seems to be loose. They continue to bang away at it. And another shot. Now it's covered. Some frantic action there as Izzy threw the puck on net, and Emerson banged away at it. And we had a flurry of shots there as that puck was sitting in the slot for a long time. Looks like Lena and Emerson are out there with Sydney now, and Tori and Yana are out. Puck is sitting there after the draw. It's still sitting there, and now it finally comes to Tori at the point who throws it on net, and it bounces off the side of the net. Comes behind. Alaska throws it forward. Stick on it by Boulder. Now D. Tori's going to have it. She's going to cross the line. Throws it on net, and an easy save. We'll have another face-off. Boulder getting quite a few shots in on this last flurry. We'll have another face-off to the left of the goaltender. Sydney's going to take this. Both Yana and Tori are waiting, hoping to get this puck. 2-1, 11 minutes left in the third. Picked up by Boulder. Lena's trying to get under the stick, but nice job by the Alaska wingers to get there first. Now it's deep in the Alaska zone. Goes out behind the net. Lena's leading the forecheck. Alaska players there. Throws it forward. Kept into the line, but now trickles out. Dumped back in. Boulder has to tag up, and they do. Emerson gets a stick on it. A nice forecheck. Now Tori has it. She throws it in. It's onside. Goes deep. Alaska gathers it in the corner. Alaska to her winger. She's going to try to skate it out. Pushed off the puck heavily by Sydney. Now comes number 27 behind the net. The forwards and D are going for a change of Boulder. Tori's there. And now that's a foot race. Comes to the side. Tori still banging away at it. Daisy's now on the ice with Aisha and Maya. Goes the far side. Maya's there to intercept it, and she gets a block on it. D's are changing. Mia's coming out. And Mia is out there with Izzy. And now here comes Izzy with the puck at the center ice. Izzy's doing a turn, comes across with a lot of steam, comes across the blue line. She turns up at the dots, throws it to the middle for Maya, who is streaking from D, but it's picked off by Alaska. Daisy's covering for Mia, but now comes the center. Number 17 for Boulder. Oh, and she's hammered by Izzy. Comes across, and I think Izzy's going to get called. And that was a dangerous play. She came across with a lot of steam and hit the player right across the head. So Izzy's going to get one for that every time. So Alaska has an opportunity now. Their third power play opportunity. The faceoff will come down low. Aisha's out there with, looks like Emerson. Oh, Daisy's coming off. Actually, everyone's coming off. So I'm going to have to change some lines here. I think this is Riley taking the face off there. She's killing this penalty with Robo. Tori's got it, flips it to the line, not out. Tori's defending this with Mia. Oh, and it comes to the front, but oh, beautiful play by Robo at the last second to lift the stick and prevent a sure goal. And now the puck comes back to Tori, who gathers it, throws it up. Oh, and it's picked off by Alaska, so not out. And it comes to the middle. Mia's going to get it. She's got lots of time with a minute and a half left in this penalty. She's going to dump it out center, picked up by Alaska. D to D. Alaska throws it. Nicely done off the near side boards and got in deep by number 15 for Alaska. Riley's there, ahead of steam to get to it first. She throws it along the boards, skips over the stick of the first Alaska player, and then again the second player. Now, a nice play by Robo just to get it out of the blue line, over the blue line into neutral zone. Alaska right back in though, throws it deep. Tori's had gathered up with 1 minute left in this penalty. Tori's there all alone. Now she's going to get some help from Riley. Dumped into the corner by Alaska. Mia has some time behind her own net. Skates to the corner, throws it in the middle to Aisha, who picks it up, and they've got a 2-on-1 if they want it, but picked up by now Riley. Here comes Alaska, full head of steam. The D are changing for Boulder. Kept in, Hayden throws it on net for a shot. Hayden and Yana are now out there. And now here comes D, far ice pass by Alaska. They have it at center ice. Cross in, pushed away by Sydney, who keeps it to the corner, but picked up again. Poke check by Hayden. Comes to the blue line, thrown towards net, but missed. Now it's back to the point again. Throws it on net, blocked away by Yana. And now we're at full strength as Izzy's joined the ice, and Sydney's going to throw it hard off the boards, and this will probably be icing as it's coming with a head of steam, and the arms are up. Icing with 7:31 left, 2-1 here in the third. And it looks like Isha's going to be out there with, looks like a strange combination of players right now as Izzy's playing forward. I'm not sure who's coming out. Here comes Lean and Emerson. So maybe Lean and Emerson are going to stay out there, but Riley's going to play center as coaches are mixing it up a bit after that power play. I think it's going to be Izzy playing D, and face-off's won by Alaska for a shot blocked by Izzy, and it comes out to her. And here comes Izzy with a head of steam. Izzy takes to the far side. She's squeezed off the puck, and she's down in the corner. Lena's down there to help as they push away at it. Squirts out for Emerson, and now here comes Alaska. Now Alaska kind of discombobulated with each other, and now it's gathered up by Emerson, who throws it forward to the point, throws it on net, blocked away by Izzy. Nice block by Boulder. Now comes the point again, thrown deep. Alaska has it in the corner. Now Alaska throws it in the middle, but Lena's there to pick it up. Lena's now skating it out over the blue line, and she's going to keep it herself. She's going to go to the outside. Nice poke check by the Alaska player who keeps it outside. Sits there in front of the bench. Mia's battling away at it. Big number 43 gathers it and throws it out. Off the boards here, near side. Hayden gets a stick on it to stop that rush. Thrown towards the middle by Alaska, but oh, dangerous play there as it came back to the center ice, or back to the slot. Mia gathers it over the line, and there's some kind of a tripping penalty being called here. I didn't see anybody get tripped. Somebody's getting a tripping penalty, but we don't know who it is. Oh, it looks like number 46 is getting a tripping penalty, and that's Robo's in the box, and I'm not sure why. I didn't see the penalty at all, but we have another power play opportunity here with 6:21 left in the third period. Sydney's going to take this face off for Boulder. and it's won by Alaska. They have it at the line. Throw it on net. Saved by Evie. And we'll do another face-off. Kaya is out there also defending on this penalty kill. Hayden is out there with Mia. Face off again. Here comes, and Alaska wins it again, but it squirts over the blue line and out, so they'll need to regroup. Kaya trying to disrupt the play. Nice play by 36 and far side pass. Nicely blocked away by Mia because that was a beautiful looking opportunity there. Comes out, and now we have a foot race. Goes all the way down. And now gathered by Alaska, who turns, tries to throw it across off of Sydney, who was forechecking, but they do get it. Alaska has it coming down the right-hand side, and again, checked away by Mia. Now Sydney in to check. She's staying with the player behind the net. Beautiful pass, thrown on net, booted away by Hayden. Nice block. And here comes Kaya with a head of steam. Stopped at center ice, and now Boulder's changing. There's some open ice for Alaska. Thrown towards the net and wide. Comes to the far corner with 1 minute left in the power play for Alaska. Sits on the far side, gathered up again by Alaska. Aisha there to get a stick on it, and she blocks that centering attempt. Aisha behind the net still, but now comes some help from Tori. Has to throw it against the boards. Comes to the point. No one there for the shot, and blocked by Tori. What a block by Tori, who just took that one up high and managed to deflect that play. And she's going to skate it all the way down and dump it towards the net. What a sequence by Tori. She's making it happen out there. Now it's on the far side. Alaska tries to skate it out. Daisy's there to intercept and throw it right behind the net with 23 seconds left and 4:40 left in the game. Puck's in the near side. Comes to the point. Tori throws it on net and wide. Comes to the Alaska on the far side. Now they skate through the neutral zone. Slowly able to get it to the blue line. Chopped in. Deflected away by Aisha. Now Aisha just stays with it. Put deep by Alaska. Tori gathers it behind her net, changes directions neatly to keep control, and she has some space, and she's going to take it. She's moving. She comes through center, makes a nifty move around, dumps it deep, and that'll do it for the penalty. Power play is over. Not sure I saw any shots there. Here comes Alaska, hounded by Boulder and kept in at the line by Izzy. Down deep, I see Daisy still down there. Izzy and Hayden are now on the line for the D. Cross Izzy. Oh, Daisy makes a nice play to Aisha, but good check by that. Oh, and Aisha pays it forward to Daisy, who took a quick shot, and holy moly, that was close. Comes all the way down, but won't be enough for icing as Izzy gathers this up. Izzy behind her net with a head of steam. Puck is stopped by Alaska, thrown right back in and deep, and it pops out, and players are changing. Not sure who's out there for Boulder, but now it's gathered by Riley, number 65, who tries to do a chip pass. It does get past the player and the ref, and she's still got it, the head of steam. Lena's joined the rush now, and Lena's under the stick of the player, and she's pushed into the boards again. Heavy play again by Alaska player. And it comes out. Riley's got it. She's going to throw it forward, and she tries a little saucer pass to Emerson, who's unable to gather it, but nice idea by that line from behind the net. Izzy comes across to cut off, and Hayden gathers behind her net. She gathers it over to Lena, who's come low to help. Lena looking for a centering pass, but goes off a stick, and now Sydney's on the ice to charge up the middle. Sydney gets it over the red line, dumps it deep, and turns Lena in on the forecheck. She's in on it, and she gets under the stick. And Lena comes up with it. She's still got it behind the net, picked up by the other second Alaska player who comes. Sydney had it, but Alaska's now taking it out, and it's going to cross the line, delayed offside, and here comes Alaska right through the middle. Nice stick handling, a couple of sticks on it, and that's broken up by Boulder. Comes to the point, able to deflect away, and comes to the point again, and Alaska's going to get a shot, and there's a glove, but it's still loose, and it's way loose, and oh my goodness, Sydney had to gather that up as that play was completely loose in the slot, and Sydney was there to gather it and clear it. Otherwise, it was sitting there in the open in the blue paint. Back in the corner, Alaska's got it, turns, changes directions, shoots it high off the glass. It comes around far side. Aisha's there to get a stick on it, and it's a foot race. Aisha's there, gathers it, throws it back to center. I'm sorry, that was Yana who's there. Yana throws it to the middle, but through the feet. Kaya at the blue line trying to gather it in. Yana and Mia are now on the ice for D. Aisha's line is out there. Here comes Alaska with 1:18 left in the game. 2-1. 1-goal deficit. And the goalie's gone for Alaska. Extra player on the ice. Kaya behind the net, fans on it. Alaska gets it, comes to the point. Number 9 unable to gather it. Now she does. Off of a skate, comes out. Mia's there and sticking the skate. She falls down, but the puck has come out to the blue line at 1 minute left. Last minute play in the game. Daisy's on the ice. 36 makes a nifty move. Save. Rebound comes way, way out. And it comes to the corner. Aisha there to throw it forward. And now it comes right to the point, and it is whistled. There is a penalty on somebody. It looks like, a punch that I didn't see as we were looking. And it looks like we're going to have another power play with 45 seconds left. Number 43 takes a undisciplined penalty. Who did she punch, by the way? Okay. Some kind of a punch was thrown. And that's not what you want to do when you're trying to win the game. And it looks like maybe there's going to be a timeout here. So 45 seconds left, 2-1. In what has been a pretty close game so far. Boulder seems to have controlled the play more early. Boulder does tend to come out with a strong first period effort, and maybe that's conditioning, but they were really snapping the pieces around in the first part of this game.
Yeah, they're looking pretty slow right now.
Yeah, maybe things have, and if they're tired now, boy, it's going to be tough tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 games tomorrow, 10 and, we just have 1 tomorrow or 2 tomorrow?
I think 1
14U game, and then there'll be a game for the 10 a.m., just 1 tomorrow.
Saturday, 11 a.m.
And then Saturday, 11
7 p.m.
and 7. So we have 2 Saturdays, 11 and 7 Mountain Time. So
Sunday
mark your
11.
calendars, everybody. All 16 of you. Thanks for staying with us here on this afternoon game. Normally don't have an afternoon game on a Thursday, but hey, it's been a crazy year. Okay, so players on the ice for Boulder are going to be Izzy and Mia on D. And it looks like Aisha's out there with, I see Aisha, Daisy, and Maya's out there. And they'll take this face-off. 45 seconds left at the blue line. It's won by Boulder. Throw it deep, but gathered up, and now Daisy picks up that pass, and she's going straight towards the net. Oh, a nice play by Alaska to get under the stick and prevent the shot. Alaska desperate now, 33 seconds left, comes in the middle, Daisy throws it on net. Aisha's got it, point blank shot, and Aisha's dumped right in front of the goaltender in the slot, and she takes that shot. Kept in at the far side, or near side by Mia, 20 seconds left. Boulder content to keep that deep, and now comes to the center, and Izzy's gathered it, turns on her own, dumps it forward. Maya crosses the blue line, throws it deep, 7 seconds left, and Boulder's just trying to keep it out of their zone and let the time wind down. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that'll do it as the buzzer sounds, and Boulder with a impressive looking 2-1 win against the Alaska North Stars. Shots were 22-15 for Boulder. 10 power plays for Boulder on the 10 penalties called against Alaska and 4 penalties against Boulder. So by far the most penalties we've seen as these two teams played fairly aggressively. 22-15 shots. So Evie faced 15 with 1 goal. Not sure what the percentages of that are. I have to do my homework on that. But anyway, that'll be it for today. We will see everybody tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Over and out from Colorado.